Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, guys. Welcome back. We are back here reviewing another match. This is going to be PSG, Paris Saint-Germain versus Botafogo in round 2 of the Club World Cup Group B. So this is going to be a pretty intense match. I feel like this matchup is going to really, highlight who's going to win this group, who's going to get through to the next round. If Botafogo can get a win here, they're through. So they really do need to get this one here, Botafogo. If there is a draw, then I am sure that basically both of these teams are through. Though I do think Atleti still has to verse Botafogo, so that might be a big game deciding who actually gets through the final step there. Make sure to vote up your team as well in the poll, PSG, Botafogo, or the draw. The players are just walking out now. We'll announce the lineups here. So, in goalkeeper, we have Gianluigi Donnarumma for PSG. Lucas Hernandez in left back, Beraldo in left centre back, Pacha right centre back, and Hakimi in right back. Of course, like I predicted earlier, they would be rotating the team out here, PSG. Warren Omri in left centre mid, Vitinha in that little drop deep DM position that also moves up to a cam almost. Then we have Mayulu in the right mid position, Kvaratskhelia as the left wing, Goncalo Ramos as the striker, and Desire Doué as the right wing. For Botafogo, it's a pretty similar lineup to last time out here against Seattle Sounders. Victor as the goalkeeper, Vitinho right back, Cunha as the right centre back, Barbosa left centre back, Alex Telles as the left back, Gregor and Freitas as the DMs, Guamares, Savarino, and Allen as the forward line there, with Allen and Guamares almost acting as wingers slash midfielders that can drop deep, almost like a wing back. And then we have as well Igor Jesus, the player of the match against Seattle Sounders for Botafogo, as the striker there, number 99. So this is going to be a big, interesting game. The players are just dapping up each other, and then the match should start in 1 minute, guys. So yeah, drop your score predictions down below. For me here, it's 4 a.m. in the morning when this match starts. So yeah, pretty crazy. But drop your predictions, and yeah, we will start this stream here for this match, the commentation stream. Luis Enrique, obviously the coach for Paris Saint-Germain, and Renato Paiva as the coach for Botafogo. Now, in terms of substitutions, we can see for Luis Enrique, he's actually put a small bench here. He's put Mbaye, Bradley Barcola, João Neves, Fabian Ruiz, Kimpembe, Nuno Mendes as a sub, and we can also see as well Lee Kang-in as a striker substitution. I would probably predict that Lee Kang-in will be subbed on, Mbaye will be subbed on, maybe Nuno Mendes near the end there, though they might want to rest him, of course, around 16. Presnel Kimpembe will be coming on most likely because, of course, he hasn't had many games for PSG due to his injuries. But yeah, he is back. The referee, the head VAR leader is an Australian, Sean Evans. The referee is Drew Fisher. And this match will start in 1 minute, guys. So yeah, drop your scores down below. Vote up in the poll for your team who you think is going to win. And yeah, I'll rank your store predictions. My fish tank lights off, just making sure it is. I'll just shut my door and then we will start because it should start any second now. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. And yep, still ads. We'll wait. This is going to take about a minute, and then we should start here. W's everyone who is tuning in today, though. Appreciate everyone who likes up and subs up. If you haven't already. But regardless, yeah, appreciate you guys so much. Just waiting for this game to begin, of course. Dazen just playing their final advert, and here we go. Kickoff is going to start here with PSG. Vitinha just highlighted there on the camera. Referee ready to signal this one. Little team talk there from Botafogo. Of course, key player for Botafogo, probably going to be Alex Telles, the left back. He is very essential to their sort of gameplay strategy. Igor Jesus as well, the previous player of the match for last Botafogo game. Key player for PSG, of course, Kvaratskhelia. He is going to be immensely good. And, of course, Desire Doué. Donnarumma also in goal is going to be pretty crucial, you know, for that defensive line, especially with a lot of changes there made by Paris Saint-Germain. And kickoff is a go. There we go. PSG just doing their classic kickoff of kicking the ball straight out for a throw-in. This is now Botafogo. And it is won back by PSG, who just bring the ball all the way back down here to Donnarumma. PSG just passing around. This is Vitinha now. Out to the side. And it is now kicked straight back there by Mayulu. Back to Beraldo. Pacho. Vitinha. And now it is going to be with Lucas Hernandez. Warren's there, Omri. Back here to Vitinha. And now this is going to be Pacho. Of course, the two Ballon d'Or candidates on this team for PSG. 3 Ballon d'Or candidates, actually. One of them is injured, Ousmane Dembele. But the other two, of course, Vitinha and Nuno Mendes. Brilliant for both country and club. And here, Kvaratskhelia taking a shot there, and it's just nicely saved by Victor. That is an important save there because Kvaratskhelia was on target, going top right bins before that one. And now it's going to be PSG's ball. And that looks like it will be a Paris Saint-Germain throw in there, won by Beraldo. Just a nice little pass there onto the Botafogo player's knee. And Kvaratskhelia, brilliant shot. Again, this guy is probably going to be my player of the match. Early predictions already, and we're only in a minute into this game. Kvaratskhelia always deadly for Paris Saint-Germain. Definitely next season. Would love to see him as a Ballon d'Or candidate because he is genuinely one of these best-looking players, to be honest, to watch in the recent times, along with Desire Doué, Lamine Yamal, Kylian Mbappe. All these types of players are very interesting to watch. Kvaratskhelia really providing a lot on this left-wing side that we haven't really seen at PSG since Mbappe's departure. Like, I think in the last season for Kylian, it was sort of a little bit different as well. Of course, the team changed dramatically. We did have Neymar playing with Kylian as well before on the left wing. But yeah, Kylian really is, you know, just was amazing for this PSG team. Unfortunately, he didn't really get the Champions League there. I'm sure he'll get with Real Madrid in the future, but yeah, it is PSG's year, really. They have made a good job of this young squad. A lot of young talent here that really is showing, you know, some squad value, squad depth, and definitely they are going to be vital in the upcoming season to see how they can grow, how they can change, and hopefully there's a Ballon d'Or winner on their team. We'll see. Kvaratskhelia now passing over here to Goncalo Ramos. And there is a nice through ball, trying to find what looks like to be Vitinha, but it just doesn't go that way there. Looks like it's going to be a corner, however, because Gregor just touches this one out. And is going to be a corner. This is going to be Desire Doué taking this. Corner coming in, and that is just cleared away by Botafogo there. I think that was a brilliant header by, seems to be Barbosa. And now it's all the way back to Donnarumma. Now with the ball, it's Mayulu. Back to Donnarumma. Now to Pacho. PSG just regaining some shape here. I find it very interesting that PSG don't actually like the ball from the kickoff. I've never really seen that strategy before implemented as much as it is by Paris Saint-Germain's team. But yeah, they definitely have, you know, Luis Enrique has their way and methods. There's going to be a free kick for Botafogo. Just a foul there by Desire Doué. And so far, PSG is winning this vote. Guys, 100% of you have picked PSG. I'm not surprised. I do think PSG will win this game 4-0. I can see them winning with a very easy scoreline. Though, of course, Botafogo, brilliant side, of course. I definitely can see Botafogo coming into the round of 16. You know, if they do draw against Atleti or win against Atleti, really it will enable them to move through to the round of 16. So it's going to be pretty much crucial for them to at least try and attempt to get a draw with PSG. I don't think it's going to be possible, but if they can, they're basically secured through. Because I'm sure they'll get their result against Atletico Madrid. I mean, of course, that game is still going to be vital for them. But yeah, it's going to help them a little bit more in security terms because they can then allow a draw through against Atleti. Atleti have to win that game to qualify. And that's Vitinha with the ball. On the right side now, it is going to be Hakimi just giving a nice crossover to Kvaratskhelia. A good touch by him. Overlap by Doué. Kvaratskhelia takes the shot. It's just wide. It's going to be a goal kick for Victor. Let's get a tissue, actually. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. And now Victor taking this goal kick. Renato Paiva, the coach of Botafogo, has really got a, mountain ahead of him here. The best European team crowned this season, Paris Saint-Germain, of course. Botafogo did show quality against Seattle Sounders. There's a shot from range there by Botafogo's number 7, Guimarães. And now it's Vitinha. Seattle Sounders match was good for the first half. For Botafogo, of course, Seattle did prove to be the better team in the second half there, getting a goal, really trying to, come back. They were close to coming back, but yeah, Bota did hold on there pretty well. And now this is going to be Mayulu just passing out nicely to Kvaratskhelia. Back to Vitinha. Vitinha to Lucas Hernandez. Pacho. And back to Vitinha. And Warren Zaire-Emery just one touch to Vitinha there. Let's see what Vitinha will do with this ball. He passes to Zaire-Emery, just loses it there to Botafogo. And here's a chance if Bota can capitalize on this one. Guimarães just tries to get the ball and it's just cleared away nicely to Pacho. And now it's Vitinha just passing to Lucas. Little one-touch balls by Paris Saint-Germain, not letting Botafogo really have any attempt to tackle back in the defending half. However, yeah, PSG are really just good on the, both off the ball, on the ball. There's no real threat to their goal, really, in these games. Even in the game with Atleti, PSG didn't really let anything go by them there. Gianluigi Donnarumma performing well, performing only a little bit in that game. Kvaratskhelia now passes out to Desir Doué, who takes the shot. That is a very bad shot by Doué, and that is going to be a goal kick for Victor. Again, this game is going to be at the Rose Bowl. This is 2 games in a row for PSG at the Rose Bowl. So their team obviously got to use the facilities a little bit more than Botafogo. So they do have that little bit of advantage there with them. A lot of Paris Ultras out on the sort of bench here, just around the place. There's a lot of Bota fans as well decorating the stadium. But yes, PSG is probably more in force here. Of course, being more of an international club, having just won the Champions League, definitely going to be popular more so with some people from the USA who may not have really, looked too much into football, just looking at the best teams and picking up the match tickets for them. This is going to be what looks like to be a corner for PSG. Something's happened here. No, it's a throw-in, okay. Lucas Hernandez taking the throw in there, just passing nicely over, and it's back to Lucas. Just a little one touch for Vitinha. Vitinha over to Beraldo. And Beraldo just playing back to Pacho. Can see Pacho coming off in the second half just to rest him up. Of course, he'll be replaced by Kimpembe most likely because Kimpembe needs that game time, to get back into form. And that's going to be a free kick for PSG. Just a foul there by number 2 for Botafogo, Vitinho. And it's going to be Kvaratskhelia possibly taking this free kick, I can imagine. And here we go. This is going to be Kvaratskhelia taking. Vitinho now has actually walked over to the free kick spot, so he could also, be taking this one, definitely. And it looks like he will be. 10 minutes in, can PSG open up here with the goal? We're about to find out. Vitinho, yeah, Kvaratskhelia has walked back into the wall area. He's actually walked pretty close range to the ball, so could receive it ground. Vitinho cross coming in, just a bit wide there, and that's going to be a corner. However, that is nicely defended there by, I think that is Vitinho. Good defense. And looks like this will be a short corner played. Kvaratskhelia now. Due. Back here to Beraldo. Just passes over to Vitinho. And Vitinho just going to play back to Beraldo, who's now in the right back position. Due now back to Vitinho. And now it is Pacho. So on the left side here, Lucas Hernandez. Cross coming in. Very high cross there. And that is going to be headed in by Beraldo to Kvaratskhelia. Not letting Botafogo really get any possession here, PSG. I wouldn't be surprised if the PSG have 80% possession by the end of this game, if they stay on this sort of play style here. That is a nice pass there, just by Beraldo keeping possession. This is now Due. Finds on the right side here, Hakimi, Due. Due, 2 guys on him. And he brings it up to the corner area. This is Due still. Alex Tellez marking him. And he actually gets through him pretty easily. Passes back to Hakimi. Now it's Vitinho. Back over there to Kvaratskhelia. And now it's to Lucas Hernandez. Pacho. Weak pass by Lucas Hernandez. This has really allowed a little bit of a play here for Botafogo. This is a little bit of a counter chance. And this is going to be Guamaros just losing the ball. And it's now back to PSG for a counter chance here. And that is going to be a foul. Going to be played quickly. It looks like no. Goncalo Ramos is fouled there. It's going to be Vitinho just passing it nice and quickly to Desire Due. Now Kvaratskhelia. Vitinho. Vitinho just trying to find some open areas. Have I watched Vaporizing Chicken in Acid? No, I have not before Dorito Chip. That is a really random opening question there, but no, I have not. Now this is Vitinho lobbing the ball down the field to Kvaratskhelia. And this is Kvaratskhelia still with the ball. Vara just diving, and that's going to be a goal kick there. I don't know why he has dove. There could be a check for a penalty. Hakimi is saying there is one. Let's have a look. Nah, it's nothing. It's nothing. Vara's just dove there. Yeah, it's a dive. Though there could be a little small clip on his foot. The referee might take a look. I'm not too sure. It really depends on the referee's mood. He's saying there's nothing there. That is, of course, Drew Fisher, the referee. Medics now coming over to check Kvaratskelia's instance here. Let's see if he's okay. Alan just before here. They're just showing on the replay. Brilliant skill to get past Goncalo Ramos and Desire Due. And then now Desire Due's skill, of course, from before to get past Alex Tellez in the left-back position. And, of course, as well, he was surrounded by 2 guys there. I think it was Tellez and Barbosa both surrounding him. The referee is checking, of course, for a possible penalty. Also, in other games here, Saudi Arabia versus USA has just started now. I'm your special Z. Thank you, Dorito Chip. Of course, that song. I'm yet to check that song out. I'll check it out, okay? And Jujutsu Kaisen, I can probably start watching on Tuesday next week. Because Tuesday's when the matches start to go 10 p.m. and 4 p.m. only. 10 and 4 a.m. only. So, yeah, I can definitely watch JJK then. Like you recommended to me. And it's going to be a goal kick. Yeah, no penalty given. Okay, this is Victor just passing out here to the midfield where we have, of course, Alan. Alex Tellez just passing back here to Barbosa. Kvaratskhelia off the field, yet to be called back on. Now this is now Barbosa just passing to Vito. And it is now Barbosa. Now back to Cunha. Yeah, W's the leadership, exactly. And now this is Vito. Vito again, just a little one-touch with Cunha. And now is the number 7 for Botafogo, which of course is Guamare. Guamares, actually, I think it is, sorry. My bad pronunciation there. Once back at it. And now Botafogo still just trying to get a little bit of a possession period here because they've really had none. And it's going to be a throw-in for Botafogo there. A little bit of a clearance from what looked to be, I think that was Mayulu just giving that little clearance tap. And Kvaratskhelia is now back on the field. And this is going to be Victor just giving the ball down the side. Just a nice little header by what looks to be Severino trying to gain some more possession for Botafogo, but it's just stolen by Beraldo there and passed to Hakimi. And this is going to be a free kick for PSG, just a foul there on what looks to be Zé Omri. Now Kvaratskhelia. Why do people bully people with accents? Like most Americans have British in them, and they are like, oh, say that again. A ball. Yeah, I know. It's just banter. It's not that big, you know. I think it's just banter, unless there's genuinely a bully doing that then. But I haven't seen that before. Of course, guys, if you like my commentary, want to see more commentary, of course, I'm streaming every Club World Cup match. So a like and a sub would be appreciated. But let's get back to this game here. This is now Pacho with the ball, passing to Vitinha. Flash is tired. And now it's back to Victor. He's going to just waste some time here and pick up the ball. I think Botafogo might be playing for a draw here, just based on, you know, it's very compact defensively. I know there's been some attacking breaks, but yeah, they are, I do think, trying to play really to get at least a point, because not getting a point is not going to be favourable for them. Especially a point here would really enable them possibly to get round to 16 over Atleti, because Atleti is their next opponent, and of course Atleti is good. And does she sleep with you or in her own dog bed? She sleeps with me up on the bed there. Not like on top of me, but just really anywhere that I'm not lying. She's not allowed under the blankets though. That is, otherwise it'll be a bit too gross. Now it is going to be a free kick here for Botafogo. I think that is a foul by Vitinha in that little build-up play there for Bota. And it's going to be Alan taking this one. And Alan still ready to take. Just plays it short to his compatriot Cunha. I've yet to figure out how to evolve things in Clash Royale. You need money. You need money to evolve things. Unless you get the evolution shard from the free pass. It takes about 6 months to evolve one card in Clash Royale. And I highly recommend, first of all, not to spend money on the game unless you're really dedicated, because it is Scam Royale. You have to pay like, I think it's $12 every month, or yeah, something for the pass. And yeah, to evolve something, you need either the pass, so you pay money, or you wait 6 months and complete the pass every every month to complete it, really, and get the evolution shard. This is now Mayulu with the ball, now passing to Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia just passes in there nicely, and it's a little one-touch from Goncalo Ramos, and there's a dive in the box. This looks to be a free kick. Could be a penalty here, actually. Don't know. We're yet to see what the referees decide. I think this is a penalty. Let's have a look here. I think the initial foul, yeah, outside the... Okay, it's outside the box. It is a free kick, though the referee might check VAR for a possible penalty. The referee is going to check this one. Kvaratskhelia is saying that it was in the box, that he got tapped there and tackled down. But, yeah, I think a free kick is going to be taken here instead. You don't play it in Clash of Clans. Apparently it takes about 7 years to get Town Hall 15. Some speedrun spent. Yeah, I know. I followed the speedrun, actually. Not actually a speedrunner. They just did it for fun because they make Clash of Clans content only. But, yeah, it takes 7 years for Town Hall 15? No, it's longer than that. It takes way longer. I'm on Town Hall 12, and I played the game since it launched. And that was 12 years ago. It takes longer for a casual. Like, someone who doesn't play every single day, of course, that is. I'm not saying I'm bad at the game. It's just that it takes longer for a casual. Someone who had, like, you know, a couple of months break. I guess if you did completely just playing Clash of Clans only, you'd be able to do it in 7 years, but yeah. This is a corner by Desir Doué, lobbed in, and that is going to be cleared away by the Botafogo. And now is going to be a little bit of a breakaway here for them. Guamara is just doing a nice pass. This actually should have been a quick backheel pass through to the open space for Bota on the counter-attack, but luckily Vitinha does clean that up tidily, and it's now Vitinha with the ball. 20 minutes in here. Now passed over to the side. It is now Hakimi with the ball. Now it is Omri. Now to Lucas Hernandez. Kvaratskhelia. Omri. Omri just trying to find some open space, and that is going to be Beraldo just passing over to, I think that is Vitinha, yes, who is really everywhere on this field. And Omri does lose the ball. However, Hakimi goes and ties that arm back. Goofy commentary, that shit, bro. And now, that is a brilliant Trivela pass by Kvaratskhelia. Unfortunately, it is tidied nicely by Botafogo. That is unfortunate for PSG. Good defense there by Botafogo, of course. And there's going to be a quick throw and taken to Kvaratskhelia. And now it's back to Pacho. Omri. Now over this side, it is Hakimi with the ball. Doué giving a nice cross. It's just landed nicely there, really, by Barbosa. Tellez trying to bring it out here, does do so. And now it's Savarino with the ball, lost. And now it's back to Vitinha. A lot of long names here. That's why my pronunciation sometimes gets a little bit slurred in this. But there is Igor Jesus just winning a free kick for Bota. A little bit of an unnecessary foul as well. Might get a yellow card here, Beraldo, just for pushing Igor Jesus down, who was already on the ground there. No yellow card given. Weirdly, he should have really got one there, Beraldo. That was not a nice play from him. Unsportsmanlike. To his other Brazilian teammate. And PSG into my... And now this is back to, of course, Victor, who's just going to lob that ball down the field. And this is now going to be on this side for Savarino, who does get not fouled. The referee was deciding there, doesn't decide to give a foul. Now it's going to be play on here. Lucas Hernandez with the ball, just playing forward, trying to find Mayulu, which he does do so correctly. Now it's back to Hernandez there, a little one touch from Mayulu. Now into Pacho. Beraldo onto his right. He decides to go and find Omri in the middle there. Nope, switches to Beraldo. Beraldo passes out ball there to Hakimi. Back to Beraldo. Pacho. Pacho passing nicely there to Lucas Hernandez. Now to Kvaratskhelia, who is fouled. That's probably going to be a free kick, if I had to guess so. And none given. Wow. Your air purifier that I put under your blanket to cool me down. The charger fell off, but I'm too lazy at night. Well, yeah, just make sure you know the power's off when you put something under your blanket, because you don't want it to overheat and cause a house fire and you to die from electrocution, shock, or something like that. Dorito chip. And Kvaratskhelia winning a throw-in for PSG. going to be taken quickly by Lucas Hernandez. Now to Vitinha. Long ball coming out to the right side here to Hakimi. I think that was very bad for Vitinha, yeah. Just gives it away. Hakimi should be a little bit more on it, though, I feel. And now it's going to be Botafogo. No, it wasn't. That is just a fact. And now it's Botafogo taking the throw in. Alex Telles, the receiver. And it's back to the middle. You put it on your floor. Okay, good. W safety. And now it is Guimarães just fouled there. And it's going to be another free kick for Botafogo here. It's time to regain possession, really. Because it was looking bad for them. They had PSG 90% possession. And Botafogo had 10%. Now it's 74% with 26%. So, yeah, definitely improving this game so far. Going into the 25th minute here. Botafogo still with the ball. Just passing around, really. And it's all the way back to the defense. It's going to be Barbosa just passing out to Alex Telles. Alex Telles, a little nice pass, actually, to Gregor. Back to Barbosa, just clears it down the field. Savarino trying to redeem this one. It actually goes out for a throw-in for Botafogo. That's why he shields a little bit from, of course, Beraldo. And it's going to be a Botafogo throw taken by Alex Telles here. Back to Savarino. Now to Cunha. That's going to be here for Guimarães. There's a little bit of a break here, and this is number 2 trying to get through that break there. But, yeah, it doesn't reach him. I think that was Cunha actually overlapping. Like if you are burnt down. Now, what? Nah, what is that, Dorito Chip? I'm not reading that aloud. I don't want to get censored from YouTube. And this is going to be Botafogo. Kicking out here. It's now Guimarães with the ball. And that's a cross by Botafogo. Just goes out. And it's going to be a goal kick for Gianluigi Donnarumma. That was a nice cross, actually, by Guimarães. He did have some good vision there. Vitinha was asking for the play on through. But, yeah, it didn't happen. Cross goes in, and it just misses the heads of Igor Jesus and as well Freitas, who were both in the box there. Okay, I see Dorito Chip. Of course, you're Batman. Now it's Lucas Hernandez playing back to Vitinha. Pacho. Out to the side here. Achraf Hakimi. And this is going to go to Douay. Hakimi. Zelmuri. Hakimi again. Pacho. Vitinha. When we play Granny, I need more lore to drop. Well, we're playing Deltarune today. Technically, it's tomorrow for some of you guys, but today for me. And I will also probably play Granny the next day. So tomorrow for me, in 2 days for you guys who are in USA. But yeah, for me now, it's like 5 in the morning, 5 a.m. So I have to say today. I'm actually getting a haircut appointment. I have a haircut appointment in 4 hours from now, which is crazy. I'm going to get like 2 hours of sleep, unfortunately. I'm getting my white. I'm going to get frosted tips. It's going to be pretty nice. It's not going to be white. Sorry, it's going to be more like silver blonde. Smash like for silver blonde hair. Smash like for frosted tips, you know. W haircut. Sevilla legend in the crowd here. I can't really tell who that was. There is a Sevilla legend, however, because he's wearing the Sevilla emblem on his t-shirt. Singing the VIP section. And this is going to be Vitinha, just passing out nicely to Hakimi. Now Vitinha. Vitinha just trying to find some open space there. He finds Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia just passes through. And that is an insane emoji wheel there. Dorito Chip. Wow. And now this is, of course, Vitinha with the ball. Passes to Lucas Hernandez. No, he doesn't. He instead plays a lovely through ball there, actually, to Desir Douay. And this is now Kvaratskhelia. Mayulu. And just lost Botafogo retain possession. This is Botafogo again. Got Jack Frost, and you're getting the frosted tips. Are you Jack Frost? No, I'm not. But yeah, his super power pretty cool. This might be a penalty for PSG. The referee so far hasn't called it, but we'll see if he comes back to this one. Kvaratskhelia just retaining back possession from Botafogo. Vitinha passing to Hakimi. Just frosted tips. I don't think they do. They can make my hair, like, fluffy, because my hair isn't the right type, unfortunately. But yeah, I would love it, but no, I don't think I can get it. And there is a little bit of an injury here on Desir Doué. They're going to check if this is a penalty. I think it might be. I think this might be a penalty here. And we're about to see anyway what the referee's going to call for this one. Luis Enrique does not look happy about that choice. Doué looking a little bit injured. And there is going to be a cooling break here. Cooling break for both PSG and Bota. So far, any opinions on the game, guys? Let me know below. Let me know your score predictions as well. But yeah, for me, still, it's not going to change. 4-0, I think, for PSG. Bota don't really stand a chance against this PSG squad, Such a strong squad. Only teams, really, I can see beating them, maybe Bayern. Real Madrid, when they're actually starting to play together as a unit. And probably, I'm trying to think what other teams there really could be to beat this PSG squad. Juventus, maybe, just with their form in the Club World Cup, but I don't think so. I think PSG would beat them, actually. Now thinking about more. But yeah, this PSG team is insane, guys. Luis Enrique giving an animated talk to his players. And the Bota fans are, you're getting fluffy hair for summer because I need it for Italy. Bettina. Yes, definitely fluffy hair. Goated, Goated fluffy hair. I wish I could get, but yeah, I don't know if my hair types are right. I might ask them tomorrow. But yeah, we'll see. Waiting for this cooling break to finish, and it looks like the game will be restarted any second now. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Dorito chip. I'll have to ask because my barber is in Bahrain, so I actually have to cross a international border to get to them. Luckily, my house is only 30 minutes from Bahrain, which is good. But yeah, when we go over, I'll check and see if they can do it. Unfortunately, my town doesn't offer frosted tips, so I have to go there. But yeah, that's why I have to go. Unfortunately, wish they did. My local hairdresser doesn't, but they said I can get it there, so that's cool. And now it's going to be Lucas Hernandez just giving a long ball, trying to find Kvaratskhelia, and it's going to be a free kick for Botafogo. Coutinho, the one that is fouled. And now Botafogo just passing back here. Just really trying to find, some places to go. Go Saudi ever. Yes, that's what I want to do with all subs, I want to, if we travel around, I want to travel to different locations and meet you guys. Meet and greets will be so fun. Maybe play football matches with subscribers, that'll be cool. But W's Dorito chip, And this is now going to be Beraldo. Back to Pacho. Beraldo. Now finding a ball there to Hakimi. And back to Beraldo. Long ball coming through to from Beraldo, and this is actually going to find Hakimi on the right side here. He has kept this one in nicely, and now it's going to be Doué. Doué skilling through 3 players. This might be a penalty here. No, there's no penalty called by the referee. He says continue play. And that's going to be a shot there by Pacho. A bit unnecessary, but he does attempt one. Now this is Kvaratskhelia. This is a very, tight situation here. A lot of shots randomly coming out here. Hakimi trying to receive the end of that long ball from Vitinha, but doesn't do so. And now it is back to what looks to be Savarino trying to get the ball. And Doué is fouled. It's going to be a free kick. No, it's not. Referee continues play. Again, another foul that he isn't called, but okay. Okay, well, fair enough. And Botafogo clearing this down the field here. Guamero just doing a heavy touch, and it's now PSG's ball once again. Vitinha there, mopping that one up. Melu losing possession. Now it's Botta again. And Igor Jesus on a 1v1 breakaway here. It's a 1v1 against Pacho. He takes a shot, and that actually goes in. It's Botafogo scoring. It's a goal for Igor Jesus. That is a goal for Botafogo. They have scored. It's 1-0 against PSG. What did we expect? We never expected that one. W's Botta fans in the chat as well. Honestly, insane. No one expected this from Botta, and it's a goal. 1-0 against PSG, This is insanity. The Botta fans in the crowd going insane. 1-0 just scored then by Igor Jesus, doing his team proud, doing Brazil proud. Brazil yet to have lost a game in this Club World Cup. Any of the Brazilian teams, they've all either drawn or won their games. They haven't lost yet. And Botta 1-0 against Paris Saint-Germain there. Igor Jesus, brilliant play just to the left side of Gianluigi Donnarumma. He doesn't get a chance to save, and that is going to be 1-0. What is that, guys? That is insanity at its finest. And Botta are leading 1-0. And it's probably late for most people, Dorito Chip. That's why not many people messaging, John is looking happy. Of course, John Victor is his name, and he's looking happy that his teammate Igor Jesus has scored this goal. Brilliant goal by him. It's a 1v1. Didn't expect that. Gianluigi Donnarumma does not look happy. This is the first goal conceded by PSG in this tournament so far. No clean sheet for Donny tonight. And this is Igor Jesus. 5 goals in the last 7 appearances for him. This is actually pretty good for him. And he is looking like a very, very good upcoming talent, He is really only, let's see how old Igor is. He is only, let's see. Igor is only 24 years old. Definitely still a lot to grow, and I can see him, playing maybe for a top club one day. Of course, Botta, definitely his home club, so maybe you want to continue playing for them and win them some titles, Botta definitely looking very good in this tournament. And as it stands, Botafogo will be going 6 points up inside of the table. PSG will be dropping down to 2nd place. Yeah, I know exactly. Checked your profile, Dorito Chip. It's a big W, but yeah, W Botta for really, proving Brazilian football better than European football. I really don't like how, European football is glorified as the best and there's no one else. I can appreciate, football from around the world. It is a global sport. And finally, this Club World Cup showcasing some of this global power from these different teams, And that is Botta so far scoring against the best European team of this season. So there's no excuses. Don't know what just dropped there, by the way. Looks like it is Vinicius. Well, you better study up, Dorito Chip. Holy, you've got a final tomorrow and you haven't studied? Definitely study for that one, bro. This is now, of course, number 10, Savarino with the ball. It's just offside. It's just offside. Botta proving once again they're deadly on the counters. This is the stuff that we can expect from them, We saw it against the initial game against, I think it was Seattle, where they were really deadly on the counters. But, of course, they've shown it here again. It's Alex Telles down the field here. And that is just cleaned up by PSG. You guessed on all your other ones? Oh, no, that's not great. 3 out of chip. Well, hopefully you got at least some right. You probably have a probability of like 50% chance to have gotten at least half right. Why is Popcorn Bag awake now? Well, she's just gone back to sleep. Sometimes she wakes up, especially since they scored. She probably heard the louder commentation, but yeah, I'm trying to whisper a little bit, guys, because it is, of course, 4:41 a.m. at my current location. This is Desir Doué. Finds a through ball there nicely to Warren's there. Omri. Now it's Hakimi back to Doué. Hakimi. Guess on all your tests and you have good grades. Okay, you know your guessing skills are definitely good. This is going to be cleaned up nicely by Botafogo there. A brilliant cross in, just cleaned up. And this is back to Baraldo. Vitinha. Vitinha finding Lucas Hernandez. Lucas out to Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia now with the ball here. This is a good chance for PSG. Just finding Mayulu. And that's going to be a corner for Paris Saint-Germain. And it looks like that there's a big complaint there from Gregor, how it's not a goal kick, because it looks like he actually touches that off PSG's player there, Mayulu, before it goes out. But, corner now. Nothing to change that. Here we go, corner taken, and that is just punched away by Victor. And it's still going to be played as a free kick. Just a foul there on Victor as he punches the ball out. Free kick for Botafogo, leading 1-0 currently before halftime. Insanity here. I can't believe it, guys. Score predictions in the chat, guys, as well. Still, no one's voted for Botafogo to win this game. I'm very surprised. No one voted Botafogo. That's crazy. Everyone's still voting PSG or a draw. I mean, I can see the vision, but I would have expected at least a couple of votes from you Bota fans. But no, not that confident in the teams, are we? And this is going to be Hakimi just giving it back to Pacho, and that's almost a giveaway there for another chance for Bota. And it's down the field. It's going to be Baraldo mopping this one up, and he actually gives the ball away almost here to Botafogo. It looks like this is going to be a free kick for PSG. And there is a little bit of a fight going on between Savarino and Baraldo. They have to actually be pushed away there because, of course, they are starting to have a little bit of a brawl. Pushed away by the referee. There is an appeal for a foul on Igor Jesus. And, of course, the offside was given. But, yeah, this is seeming like a pretty bad foul against Igor. Going more... well, it wasn't that expensive, Dorito chip. No, but... yeah, I've got no more of those packs. This is now Hakimi on the side. Now it's back to Pacho. Finally, some Botafogo fans really supporting their team. 25% vote for a win there. Come on, Bota fans. I'm sure there's more of you in the crowd, or PSG fans in the crowd, Vote up your team, And this is going to be now Doué on the ball. Hakimi just loses it, and now this is Bota with the ball. Just loses it to Vitinha, and now this is PSG. There's now almost been a drastic change in how this game's shaped out. It used to be just, Bota not having any possession, 90% to 10% in the first 20 minutes. But now, yeah, it's pretty evened out. Bota have really grown into this game, and we can see, a lot more attacking from them. Kvaratskhelia now with the ball here. This could be a chance. Kvaratskhelia tries to get the pass away, and it's cleaned up nicely by Bota. And there's a through ball out here. This is a chance again for Bota on the counter. And it's just cleaned up nicely by Warren's there, Omri. Hakimi. Doué. Just psyching out Alex Tellers there twice, actually. And this is Hakimi passing to Vitinha. Vitinha out to Doué here. Cross coming in, and it just goes wide. This is back to Kvaratskhelia, though. No problem, Dorito Chip. Yeah, you should definitely take a sleep for your final, to get some rest. And it'll be better for you in the test anyway. Kvaratskhelia cross coming in. It's just called by Victor. Nice catch there from him. And currently, as it stands, PSG will go down 1-0 at the half-time, So this is going to be big for PSG to really establish their dominance in this tournament. Be the first team to defeat a Brazilian club in this tournament as well. Because as it stands, it hasn't happened yet. And this is now with the ball here. Of course, this is Vitinho just passing back to Victor. Just kick down the field. We'll see how much time's left for this match. And before halftime, of course. And yes, the Bota fans finally showing up in the vote there. 40% Bota, PSG 40%. Vote up, guys, your teams, you know. Show some love and support for your teams. And this is now going to Cunha. Back to Gregor, Allen. Allen now again. And Vitinho just hold up play is honestly insane from Vitinho, I've got to say. And Pacho just passing to Beraldo. 6 minutes additional time here. 6 minutes. Wow. Okay, that is a lot of additional time. They're just showing the onside-ness from that goal before. They was so far onside. It's not even a joke. Don't know why they're even showing that one there. And now it's still just PSG passing at the back, really. This is now Lucas passing to Vitinha. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Out to Warren Zaire-Emery passing over, and that's offside, so it's left. And it's going to be a goal kick here for, of course, Bota. Victor's going to be happy about that. No attacking chance. And now Bota just have to really wait, you know, about 5 more minutes, and then it will be halftime, of course. 8-second rule is being counted here, as it is applied in the tournaments. And they're just showing the goal from before. Again, that was brilliant from Igor Jesus, you know, just bringing the ball out to the left side of Gianluigi Donnarumma. And Luis Enrique was not happy with that. He was actually very mad with that defense there. Igor Jesus doing the Kamehameha as his celebration. And it's now Kvaratskhelia here on a counter-attack for PSG. And cleared away by Bota. Lucas Hernandez controls. Over to Beraldo. Hakimi. I do think Nuno Mendes will be brought on because he is really missing from this defence here. And it actually kind of proves my point saying he was vital for PSG because they've conceded without him. Vitinha. Vitinha playing it nice and through. There was actually a very good opportunity there. Doué just passing it over, I think, to that Mayulu, I think. And yeah, there's no chance there for PSG to get through this Bota defense, who are really going to be parking the bus now until half-time at least. And that is going to be out by Bota. It's going to be a PSG throw-in, which is going to actually be reset here because there is a complaint of injury here by Artur. Yeah, there's no real injury there. He's just sort of time-wasting a little bit. Let's have a look at this chance. There could have been a penalty there. It was a flick on by Doué, and Mayulu does just dive there. Trying to win a penalty, but doesn't do so. Okay, Vitinha. Passed the ball by Lucas Hernandez from the throw-in. Vitinha. Trying to find a little breakaway through there, and it's found to Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Kvara, and what's he going to do? He's going to cross all the way down to the right wing, where Doué is waiting for that ball. Now it's Hakimi. A little bit of a dud ball there by Mayulu, trying to find Goncalo Ramos. However, that is not good play at all by PSG, and now it's Lucas Hernandez, Vitinha, Pacho, Beraldo, Doué, nice little through ball there, and now it's Kvaratskhelia. Kvara takes the cross there, and it's just cleared nicely by Bota, and now it's still Zaire-Emery. Zaire-Emery tries to pass in. It's going to be a corner for Paris Saint-Germain. And that is good defense there by Vitinho and Allen. Definitely seeing some good defense from them. This is going to be Désiré Doué taking the corner on this left side here. Corner coming in. It's actually a deep one, and it's headed away by Bota. And it's now going to be controlled up by Vitinho. Vitinha out to Kvaratskhelia. Just a nice little pass there to Mayulu. There's a flick on, and it's not reaching anyone. That is going to be another corner for PSG. Alex Telles there, just headering the ball out in defence. And let's see, this corner might be taken short. There is two options here. I'm sure maybe the short is going to be a dud one here, because it looks like that Doué is going to take this one long in. Yes, he does. And that is going to be cleared away nice and easily by Barbosa. Now Doué with the ball, though, receiving it. Doué, cross, does not go anywhere. Back to him, though. Doué, literally a minute left of extra time, and that's going to cross in, and Igor Jesus clears that. It's going to be a PSG throw-in. Vitinha. Pacho. Kvaratskhelia, 1 minute left of this first half. Kvaratskhelia. It would be ideal for PSG to be level at half-time, to be honest. Definitely don't want, only one half to really retrieve this lead back in. I mean, I know PSG are very strong in the attack. They definitely can come back quite easily. The best team in Europe currently. But again, Botta will be, changing tactics, maybe parking the bus for the second half with the counters as their method of scoring, something which PSG really need to, analyze for the next half. Bring on Nuno Mendes. I think that's going to be their best option, really, to defend this sort of play style. And now it's going to be Doué passing over to Lucas Hernandez. Now it's Mayulu. And now it's back over to Beraldo. Beraldo passing to Hakimi. Hakimi getting ready to cross. Just passes over to Omri. Now it's Beraldo. Now it's Vitinha. There's no time left of halftime, and that's it. Halftime is called middle play for PSG, and it looks like that at the moment PSG are trailing at halftime to Botafogo. The Brazilian club's really just proving, in this tournament, they've not lost a game yet, the Brazilian clubs. And so this is going to be continuing on until the 90th minute, at least, unless PSG can change and score 2 goals now, at minimum. While halftime happens, drop your score predictions in chat, and also make sure to drop a like if you enjoy the sort of commentary. I'll be back after halftime or just before for a tactical analysis of this game with statistics information. Okay, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in about 7 minutes or 8 minutes. Okay, W's in the chat. Okay, guys, we are back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, we are back. It is 1-0 here at halftime. There's only, 1 minute, I think, left before the second half. We can do a tactical breakdown here, really, of what the players' ratings are, what the statistics are. So, as it stands, PSG have 75% possession of the ball, Botafogo 25%. 0.15 expected goals with 5 total shots, 1 shot on target, and 0 big chances for PSG. 0.15 expected goals, 2 shots, 2 on target, 0 big chances for Botafogo. You're a Brazilian fan, Flamengo is your club, and you want to defeat of Botafogo. Okay, well, I'm sure PSG can come back. It's definitely going to be a very exciting game. The main thing as a neutral fan for me, personally, is a lot of goals, but I can respect all you guys backing up your clubs. Flamengo are doing pretty well in this tournament as well. No Brazilian club has actually lost a game yet in this tournament, so currently this is going to stand until the PSG, of course, do score 2 goals now. I expect Nuno Mendes to come on as well at halftime because he is going to be insane in the defense again, proving why he is a Ballon d'Or candidate for me, possibly even a Ballon d'Or winner for me, because he is just so good. He is amazing on the defense, amazing on the attack, and really everything. Also, excuse my dog in the back, guys. She's trying to rest. It is 5 a.m. in the morning for me here. Haven't slept for about since like 4 p.m. yesterday. But yeah, I've got a hairdresser appointment in actually like 4 hours, which is interesting. But we are back here with the Club World Cup. The players are going to be walking out right now, and we can start the round again any second now. Do appreciate everyone who votes up in the polls, likes and subs. All appreciate you guys. But W's, I just want to have a good game, and I hope it's the same with you guys, wanting a good game here in the Rose Bowl Stadium out in the USA, which is W's. You can also go and vote for the player of the match. It's going to be out in about when the second half starts. This is the link you can to vote player of the match, FIFA.com/Potom. So anyone who wants to vote player of the match, do copy that link and put it into the search engine there. You can vote up who you want to win. And for me personally, if I had to pick Kvaratskhelia, all the chances created, and he's just been doing so amazing. Flamengo will win with Chelsea. Flamengo is the best club of Brazil. De Arrascaeta is the best player of South America. Yeah, after watching all of the games so far, because I've watched every Club World Cup game so far, I have to say Flamengo was actually a pretty enjoyable game to watch. I know that their game was, of course, previously against, I think it was Esperance, 2-0, brilliant win there from Flamengo there. They really asserted some dominance over the Tunis team. Of course, Arrascaeta also did score in the 17th minute in that game. So, yeah, definitely can see Flamengo, dominating against Chelsea. Chelsea will have to probably start Liam Delap because he is, of course, their new signing. He's shown a lot of quality, shown a lot of, perception. But, yeah, Flamengo are going to be looking strong going into that game. Definitely a likely candidate to maybe take down Chelsea in that group, because currently in Flamengo's group, the only real competition to Chelsea is Flamengo. And if they win that game, they'll be asserted clearly in first position with 6 points. And, of course, still regardless, Chelsea and Flamengo will definitely go through. Both other teams in that group have 0 points. And I can see it as a clear happening, to be honest. The match about to start in 1 minute's time, guys. 1 minute until this match starts. Currently, we are looking at the votes here. 50% want Botafogo to win, 38% want PSG to win, and a draw is 12% of you guys on what you think is going to happen as a scoreline. Any scoreline predictions, drop down in the chat. Otherwise, the players are coming out here. The referee's out here. This match will start in about 30 seconds maximum. And I do think there is going to be one substitution change possibly for PSG. I'm looking at Lucas Hernandez coming off for Nuno Mendes, though I don't know if Luis Enrique is going to do that right now or maybe in 10 minutes into the second half here. Definitely no new subs I can see as of now. No new subs as of now, yeah. You don't speak English, so I don't understand anything you said. I like to comment because I know how to write. Okay, I'll write for you. There, hopefully you can understand that one, Victor. Yeah, sorry I can't really communicate with you that well. Yeah, I'm sure you'll understand that. There we go. Again, guys, if you have any score predictions, drop them down below. This next half will start very, very shortly, in about 10 seconds. Spanish and Portuguese. Only English for me. Sorry, Victor. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I wish to speak Portuguese, actually, because I love Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro, my favorite player. You go at the back there. Okay, Bota will be taking kickoff. And it is going to be Bota here passing at the back. Now it is with the ball. Going to be Barbosa. Now out to Alex Telles. And just given to Paris Saint-Germain. Now here the ball is with Zé Omri Vitinha. Real Madrid. Real Madrid is my favorite team. There we go. Whenever you have a question, I'll just type it, okay? But yeah, for the rest of you guys, I'll commentate. For the rest of you, I'll commentate. And here we have Doué with the ball. And it's Vitinha passing to Lucas Hernandez. Now out to Kvaratskhelia. Lucas Hernandez. Pacho. And now Baraldo. Hakimi. Desir Doué. And he just loses. Now it's going to be Botafogo with the ball. And Hakimi retains possession. Okay. I see. I'll try and speak. You know, the commentation is very simple. Like in terms of saying the players basically. But yeah, I'm sorry, Victor Santos. I don't speak Portuguese or Spanish. So yeah, I'll be trying to learn Portuguese, maybe in the future. But W's, trying to be multilingual, Victor, W's. And now this is going to be a ball for Botafogo. Just past Cunha. Through ball trying to find Igor Jesus. This might be offside, I think. No, he's going to continue playing. Cristiano, same. I love Cristiano. Cristiano, por favor. I think that's how you say his favorite. And Pedro Flamengo. Was Pedro playing last game? I can't remember. That game was like ages ago. Now it was a couple of days ago. I don't think he was playing. Yeah. Do you like Michel of Flamengo? That guy, I put him in chat. Now this is Hakimi. Doué pass to Mayulu. and that is going to be a dive from Melu. Now Igor Jesus. Through ball to Igor Jesus. Now Beraldo and Pacho, only ones really back to defend him here. And this is why I'm saying Nuno Mendes missing definitely from this PSG team. They really need him to win. And that is straight out there by Botta. He's slow, yeah. In the previous game I watched for Flamengo, yeah, Michael did come off the bench, yeah, and he was pretty like average. I saw him the last season in Al Hilal against Al Nassr, and he was good. He was good last season. This season maybe too slow, but yeah. Also, is this Luis Araujo got player of the match last game? Pedro did play last game. Yeah, I saw. Pedro sub off 64 minute. Yeah, he was actually okay. Yeah, as a striker. We didn't get to see too much of him. Maybe some more. We'll see. For Chelsea versus Flamengo, Pedro might score. So we'll see. This is Doué now on the ball. Luis Araujo, yes, Luis Araujo definitely. That's why he's starting. He's definitely got more quality. He got player of the match last time on FootMob, 8.5 rating. He's very good. He also got goal assist. And now Doué. And that is going to be a free kick for PSG. Doué injured. Let's have a look here. Yeah, just a foul there by Freita. And now it is, going to be Vitinha possibly taking, I think, or Kvaratskhelia could also take. Now, Vitinha, free kick. Here we go. And let's see what, if Victor needs to do any saving here for Botta. Luis Araujo is completed. Shot good, yeah, dribbling and creativity. No problem. Your English is good, Victor. You have good English, no problem. There's a chance, and that is going to be deflected off the line by Victor. Wow, almost a goal for PSG. But, yeah, Luis Araujo, complete player. He's actually good. He's top tier. Definitely when I was watching him, he was very decent in that Flamengo match against Esperance. Definitely, showing his skill. As now Vitinha. Long ball coming out to Doué. Not good. Not good long ball. And it was actually to Hakimi, my bad. Yeah, that is so close to being a goal there. I can't believe that. Who was that just missed? I think it was Goncalo Ramos. Just missing there. Also, again, guys, I've forgotten the goofy looking timer. Once again. There you go. We are level with the other clock. And now it is going to be Botafogo with the ball. Vitinho. Cunha. And Vitinho still. Why Europeans defeating for American clubs? I know. The European clubs definitely are not that good in this tournament. I gotta say, I've been watching like Al Hilal against Real Madrid. Al Hilal's good. Botafogo, PSG, Flamengo has been good. Maybe against Chelsea, Also, what else have we had? Really, we've had Palmeiras, Porto. We had Palmeiras, Al-Ahly. We had some other Fluminense, Dortmund. River Plate, Red Diamonds, yeah, but definitely the South American clubs are very good clubs, But Porto MLS against Inter Miami, yeah, definitely Inter Miami deserved to win because Porto played very bad. They did not do well in that game at all. Porto need to, sack their management, get a new manager, new players. This is Vitinha. And Pacho. Lucas Hernandez. And this also back to Lucas Hernandez. Now to Pacho. And back to Beraldo. Straight through to Hakimi, actually. And this is Hakimi trying to find Doué. And that is not going to be a good pass by Hakimi. A little bit of pressure coming on here for Barbosa, but he does win a free kick. Also, I'll write this answer as well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I get what you're saying. The European clubs definitely underestimate these, the South American clubs. You know, Botafogo, Fluminense, Dortmund underestimate Fluminense. Botafogo being underestimated here by PSG. Substitutions actually coming on now. PSG bringing on the first team, which they should have really started with. I mean, come on, PSG. We have Fabian Ruiz coming on now instead of Mayulu. Goncalo Ramos coming off instead of Bradley Barcola. And Nuno Mendes coming on instead of Lucas Hernandez. And Zaire Omri coming off instead of Yao Neves. Quadruple substitution. My American clubs are beating the European teams in this tournament. Yeah. It's what I wrote basically in the chat. What I wrote. There you go. I wrote the answer there. You can use Google Translate if you want, Victor. But yeah, that's my answer. There's a quadruple substitution for PSG, and again, this is with what I'm saying. The European clubs really underestimating the South American, the American clubs, the North American clubs, and also the Asian clubs here, because they are just playing complete pathetic lineups against them that are really not great. Now we see here, again, PSG quadruple substitution, bringing on the whole first team, which was missing. Nuno Mendes just fouled there by number 26, Gregor, for Botafogo. It's going to be a yellow card for Gregor. And it will be PSG free kick here. The Bota fans are very happy, of course, but now PSG do have their A team now mostly playing. If not the whole A team, I think, is playing now. Doué. Now it is Nuno Pacho. Lucas Hernandez, who is still on the field? No, Fabian Ruiz. Of course, Lucas Hernandez did come off. Sorry, my bad, guys. Vitinha, Nuno Mendes. Bradley Barcola on his left. Kvaratskhelia now playing right wing. Yao Neves. Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz. And Nuno Mendes wins. And it's back to Pacho to Hakimi. No problem, Victor Santos. Thank you so much. Gracias for tuning in, and hope to see you again. Obrigado, yes. And it looks like it's going to be a free kick here for PSG. Let's have a look. Yeah, just a foul on Vitinha. It's a free kick for PSG. Bye. Thank you. And gracias, obrigado. Let's see who's going to take this free kick here, guys. PSG back to winning in the poll there, 50% voting PSG as the winner. Of course, PSG currently 1-0 down, so they do have to score 2. Botafogo playing really defensively in the second half. As I predicted, they would be playing park the bus, basically. And this is what they're doing. Playing park the bus when there's a counter. Of course, they're going to counter it. Here we go. Who's winning? Well, it says on the big scoreboard there, Ultra Corner, Botafogo 1 and PSG 0. It's at the bottom. I don't know if you saw it. Maybe it's there on the screen. But W's. PSG taking a free kick, and that just goes high over by Hakimi. Also, welcome to the stream, Ultra Corner. Hope you're having a nice day or night or whatever time it is for you at the moment. For me, it's 5 a.m. in the morning. Yeah. And Hakimi just over. You know, that is a good free kick, just not good enough. And now it's going to be Victor's goal kick. Goodness gracious, PSG losing. The main reason they're losing, actually, is because they were playing their B team, which, again, this is... I did write it up there for someone else that didn't speak English, but I wrote up there, European clubs think the South American clubs and American clubs are weak, so they play the B team or the bad team against them, and then they end up losing. That's why PSG have really here now made a quadruple substitution, brought the whole A team back on. Fabian Ruiz, Yao Neves, Nuno Mendes, and Bradley Barcola all coming on. I don't know why they do this. Come on. They're not that invincible, you know. Like, I mean, there is a difference between quality for the A team, but, like, besides that, then playing the B team against Botafogo was a bad idea. Igor Jesus scoring the goal for Bota, and that is a nice mop up there. Done and dusted by Pacho. Fabian Ruiz. Nuno Mendes actually playing almost midfield here, which is extra exceptional, you know. Left back playing in the midfield. You never could tell he would be a left back because he actually plays almost like a forward. And now this is going over by Hakimi to Desir Doué. See what Doué does. Doué trying to find a way through, but he just passes it back here to Neves, Vitinha. Now over to Fabian. Barcola. Vitinha. Long ball coming over, and that is headed by Hakimi. Tried to control, and it just goes to Bota. And here's a chance for Botafogo. It's a 1v2. Here we go. It's Beraldo and Pacho back here, and it's just Bota's one player there who gets nicely tackled. I think that was Gregor Ford. Just gets tackled easily. And now it's back to PSG on the counter-attack. Barcola. Back to Nuno Mendes. And it's now Doué. Doué gives a cross, and that just gets deflected off. Multiple targets just out of the box here. And this is Bota just controlling the possession here at the backfield. Hopefully we can see, you know, PSG maybe getting a goal. Of course, them losing would continue the streak, as I've mentioned multiple times, of a South American team, Brazilian team to be specific, not losing in this tournament yet. And now this is going to be on the side here, Arthur. Just playing to, I think that's Freitas. Back over. Freitas gives a long ball out back to Cunha. Cunha over to Barbosa. Barbosa through ball and finds Freitas now to Savarino. Alex Telles, Savarino. Back to Barbosa, back to Victor. And this is just the control that Bota are really looking for here. Just keep possession as long as possible. Prevent any PSG chance of attack. And this is exactly what they really need to win this game, you know. Playing this way, you know. And this is Beraldo just going to mop up that little bit of a spill of the ball. Nuno Mendes, Fabian Ruiz. out to Vitinha. Barcola. Barcola coming in. Barcola cutting in, and that is going to be cleaned up again by Botta. Just going to place my dog outside so she doesn't bark. There we go, guys. Sorry about that. Again. So sorry. We are back with... This is Kvaratskhelia passing to Hakimi. Kvaratskhelia back again with it. And now it is Fabian. Vitinha. Long ball coming out to Doué. And is going to be back here with Doué. Giving a long ball, trying to find someone that does not reach anyone. And it comes out here to the right side. This is now, of course, trying to reach it really there. Does not fail. Arthur, he does not get that. And now Nuno Mendes. Fabian Ruiz. Out to the side here. Barcola. There's a cross and it's deflected away. Now again, Botta on a small little counter-attack. This is Arthur. Arthur trying to find someone. Igor Jesus is the target, and that's cleaned up nicely by Pacho. Nuno Mendes. Playing out the side here to Barcola. Bradley Barcola. Over to Kvaratskhelia. Will he take the shot? I think he might. No, he's going to play it out nicely to Doué. Doué. Cross coming in to find Hakimi. Doesn't reach anyone. Just cleared away by Botta. Again, this is Nuno Mendes. Passes to Doué. Doué cross. Doesn't reach anyone. Again, headed away. A lot of headers happening here from Botta. Just keep clearing it and clearing it. And this is what they really want. And this is a Botta counter chance. Again, this is why I'm saying park the bus and then just counter chance when PSG lose the ball like after 4 attempts of clearance. Now, this is Botta trying to bring the ball up the field. And it looks like they might be going back to try and bring it back to the goalkeeper. There is a foul in process of Botta trying to pass back to the goalkeeper, and that's going to be a free kick for Botta in the attacking half. PSG are falling for the trap here of continual just counter-attack after counter-attack from parking the bus from Botafogo, you know. Definitely, this is what Botafogo really want to get this win. Kvaratskhelia was the one that committed that foul. Doesn't believe he did, but he did do so. And it's going to be a free kick, which they're just going to, again, play around with in this attacking half. Here's actually attacking chance for them. And it's now on the side here. Artur crossing in. And this is to Igor Jesus, just headed away by Beraldo. And that is going to be a corner for Botafogo. This is brilliant for Botafogo. Now they've got a chance here to score from a set piece. Something that they can do. And will they do it now? First, they're going to make a couple of changes here. And it looks like there's going to be 2 attacking changes. Maybe taking off 2 attackers for 2 defenders. That's probably going to be the most likely case here for this game. Let's see who's taking this corner. It looks like Alex Telles might be taking. No, it's going to be Artur taking this corner. This will be, of course, Artur taking, and it just goes out to absolutely no one. What was that corner? Can Botta actually do something? Nope. It's going to be a free kick for PSG. I think there was a handball in the process there. That was the worst corner I think I've seen in my entire life. And this is going to be 2 changes here. So first, Severino is coming off. And the other change will be someone else coming off. I couldn't see the board because it was zoomed out there at that point, looking at the fans, not the substitution board. We'll see. Alex Telles is coming off. So yes, again, this left side is being switched up, and it looks like, yeah, Severino and Alex Telles both coming off here. And on coming to replace Severino and Alex Telles will be Rodriguez and Quabano. Now this is out to the outside here. This is Doué. Hakimi. And this is now Nuno Mendes with the ball. Receiving a pass from Pacho. Nuno Mendes back to Pacho. Now to Beraldo. Beraldo passes out to Douay. Douay trying to cut in. Doesn't do so successfully. Now it's Hakimi. Back to Beraldo. PSG need to pick up the pace here, really, to score. Hakimi. Beraldo. I know there's about 20 minutes left. You know, it's the 69th minute, just about. 20 minutes left from the 70th. But, yeah, they do need to really get a goal here so then they can set up the second one, because a goal would mean Botta parking the bus. Completely no attacking chance, just parking. And that is something that PSG do need to be aware of. So time is of the essence here to score. Of course, that's not even accounting if Botta get another, chance where they can actually go in and score a goal themselves to make it, 2-0 or 2-1 or whatever the score is at that point. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Two Ballon d'Or candidates linking up with each other. Now, Fabian Ruiz back to Vitinha. Now, Bradley Barcola. Barcola skills past 1, skills past 2. Barcola on this right side, marked by 3. And this is Nuno Mendes. He might take the shot. He does, and it's just deflected away. And now it's João Neves actually finding a little space in there. There's a cross coming in, trying to reach Vitinha. It doesn't. And this is now Douay. Douay takes a shot. It's just cleared up nicely by Barbosa. And that is going to be a ball here for Igor Jesus. Back over to the new substitute coming on, number 66. And then that's cleaned up nicely by Pacho. This is Beraldo. And Victor's just going to tidy this one up. Kvaratskhelia is going to pressure Victor just so he can stop wasting time. And Victor's going to take a big free kick. He actually wins a free kick for Kvaratskhelia, actually pushing him in the back. And he's going to take a really big one here. Not going to waste the 8 seconds, of course. And, yep, he is walking up to this ball for the free kick. Botta really doing everything to time waste against PSG. But, yeah, they have been close to scoring, another goal. So I'm sure they can maybe get one here if they really play their cards wisely. This is Vitinha. Out to Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes back over to Beraldo. Now this is Douay. Douay finding Vitinha. And Vitinha actually touching that badly. It looks like it's about to go out here. He does keep that in. Now it's back to Fabian Ruiz. Beraldo. Hakimi. Kvaratskhelia. And in other news, USA has just scored against Saudi Arabia in the 63rd minute in the Gold Cup. And that is going to be time wasting at its finest from Botafogo, just kicking the ball out for a goal kick there from halfway. And this is going to be Donnarumma taking. This is now Fabian, Vitinha. Vitinha, long ball coming out to Hakimi on the right wing. Hakimi playing as a winger almost now. Douay. Douay gives a nice lofted to Hakimi. Here's a chance. Hakimi crossing in. That's going to be caught. It is actually spilled by Victor, and luckily his defense mops that one up because that was close to Kvaratskhelia really pulling out a goal there. And Pacho's going to clean this up nicely. Igor Jesus not reaching the ball there, and Donnarumma is just going to play out nicely to Beraldo. Now back to Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz giving a nice ball to Desire Douay. Douay giving a nice one to Kvaratskhelia, and that is going to be cleaned up again by, of course, Botta's brilliant defense, and that was Barbosa. And now this is going to be play on for PSG after a dive by Igor Jesus. This is going to be Douay. Douay tries to skill past with the Maradona 12, does not do so, and now he has still got the ball. Looks like it's going to be a throw-in for Botta, though. Douay does kick the ball out. A little bit of an unnecessary skill there for Douay. He's kind of showing off a little bit for no reason. Yeah, he really just skilled into someone for absolutely no reason there. I love Douay, but yeah, that was a bit unnecessary, bro. Just stick to playing up. the balls for a pass. And that is going to be a throw by Botafogo, very deep. Igor Jesus does header it, but Pacho cleans up again. This is going to be Beraldo. Vitinha. Vitinha playing out to João Neves, I think that is, yeah. Barcola. Nuno Mendes. Barcola. Vitinha. And over to Doué. Now Hakimi. Hakimi bringing the ball out, and that is going to be a continuation of play. He actually does dive there. I think it could have been arguably a, free kick, but no. And this is Igor Jesus. This is a chance for Botafogo actually to score, but that is just messed up completely there by Arthur. He should have done better. Nah, that is very bad from him. Should have really been a second goal there for Botafogo. Igor Jesus had a brilliant run on goal. He actually decides to pass it over to Arthur, and Arthur just runs straight past the ball there. I think he slipped a little bit. It's going to be a free kick for PSG on Nuno Mendes. Might be a yellow card here for Bota because they are getting a little bit rowdy and noisy. PSG do need to score a goal here, really, to get back into the game and assert the dominance over the group that they are in. Originally, I expected nonetheless but a win for PSG, but this is starting to look out for a, possible draw or a loss. Looks like Arthur might be coming off here for Botafogo. We are yet to see the substitutions being made. Just waiting on what the referee is going to call. I think this might be a cooling break, actually. Yeah, cooling break is called. At the Rose Bowl Stadium is sun setting over the USA. Sun rising over where I am. 5:40 a.m. now. Sun definitely out behind my blinds. Luis Enrique just talking to Nuno Mendes, telling him to invert, really, because that's what he's best at. Smash like for sleep, guys. I need to sleep after this. Only for 2 hours, though, because I got to then immediately get up because I have again, I've said this, I think, multiple times in this live stream, a hairdresser appointment at 10. And yeah, that is just a brilliant shot here on the replay for Igor Jesus. Looks like he might actually be coming off here. Igor celebrating with the fans before when he scored this goal. He also did the Kamehameha celebration. And Botafogo definitely proud of their win so far in this game against PSG. And Montoro is coming on to this team. Montoro coming on. About to see the substitutions that were made for Bota, and it looks like that, yeah, Arthur has come off, Montoro has come on for Botafogo. No other subs made, and it looks like Vitinha will be taking this free kick here, or Nuno Mendes. There's actually two guys lined up this time. Usually it's just Vitinha by himself, but yeah, two guys lined up. You guys still confident that PSG is going to get the dub here? 53% of you guys voted for PSG to win. It's starting to look unlikely. It's starting to look very unlikely. Here's a cross coming in by Vitinha. That's just headed in by João Neves. And here's a chance for a goal. Nope, just cleared away by Bota. And now it's Nuno Mendes with the ball. Nuno Mendes gives a long cross out to João Neves. João Neves with the ball passes nicely to Hakimi. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian gives a long ball to Vitinha. Now Doué. Cross coming in by Doué, and it's just headed away by Chance. And there's a long shot there. And this might be a goal here. That is, but it's going to be offside. Called. The referee has called offside. No goal. could see it from a mile away there. That was definitely offside. Kvaratskhelia just, intercepting the shot originally made by Beraldo. Definitely this is offside. Let's have a look here. So Beraldo takes the shot. Kvaratskhelia about 4 meters offside there. And then Barcola, finishing. I mean, the pass by Kvaratskhelia from the interception was offside as well. So there was actually a double offside call there. I don't know why the PSG fans were celebrating in the stadium behind the goal, but that was a clear offside, guys. And Doué is coming off, and Lee Kang-in will be replacing him. South Korean fans in the stand there for Lee Kang-in, hoping for his appearance, and he has made one here. Now Vitinha, Beraldo, Bacho. Now over to Nuno Mendes, passing out to Fabian Ruiz. Nuno Mendes to João Neves. Now to Kvaratskhelia. Sorry, that was Hakimi, actually. My bad, guys. This is now Fabian Ruiz. Now over to Barcola. Barcola to Vitinha. Now Barcola again. Vitinha again. Little one-touch play from them. Kvaratskhelia one-touching to Vitinha. Vitinha just losing the ball there, and it's now Botta with the ball. And given away by Botta. However, they do, again, retain possession there. Nuno Mendes, poor touch. And he has the ball given. And again, Igor Jesus trying to win possession there. No handball called. Igor Jesus is saying it, but it's not. And now there is a continuation of play here. It looks like it is going to be João Neves passing down to Hakimi. Now back to João Neves. Hakimi. This is a very, scrappy second half here. Second half of the second half. Definitely 10 minutes left. So PSG can really just hope for a draw at this point, so they don't ruin their reputation here. Because this is a European champion team losing to a, of course, Brazilian team. The Brazilian teams were bagged in this tournament, saying it's just going to be European teams in the round of 16. Well, we've got the Brazilian team, Botafogo, beating the European champions, who are playing, the A team for the whole second half. So it's not like they've been playing the B team the whole time. Playing half of the A team even in the first half. So definitely points to be made here about the Club World Cup sort of exposing, European quality and, the league's sort of capacity above the likes of, Ligue 1, Premier League, all those. And there is a handball there by João Neves. It's actually clear, and Igor Jesus is saying there was a handball. There was a clear one, controlled down by João Neves. Don't know how it wasn't given, but yeah, Igor Jesus cannot believe that this one hasn't been given a handball. Long ball and intercepted by Barcola. However, Botta do regain possession, and this is now Botafogo with the ball. And Botta just really holding up play here as long as possible, because they are basically parking the bus at this point. Again, this is Vitinha. Vitinha passing to Nuno Mendes. And now back to Vitinha. Vitinha finding Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz, a little dink over to try and reach Barcola. And he does actually successfully get Barcola, but he does a very, very bad touch and loses it back to Botafogo. And Pacho wins possession back for PSG, but then it's immediately lost. PSG win possession now, once again, and this is now Hakimi with the ball. Again, very scrappy here, guys, very scrappy. And now this is with the ball here, João Neves passing back to I think it's Beraldo, yeah. And now it's over to the side here. Nuno Mendes just leaving one for Barcola. Pass back to Vitinha. Barcola. PSG, 7 minutes of normal time to score a goal. Vitinha to João Neves. Crossing over to Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes. And he is still with possession here and wins a corner. And that is going to be out off of, I think that is number 21 for, sorry, number 20 for Bota, which is going to be Barbosa. And cross coming in by PSG, just cleared away again by Botafogo. Vitinha, passing down to Nuno Mendes. Back to Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Finds a through ball there to Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Kvaratskhelia with the ball. And there is a little bit of a foul there. And PSG win the corner. Alan cannot believe that this is a corner. Again, he's getting a little bit aggressive there. Might actually get a yellow card. Actually give him free kick, so it's not even a corner, it's a free kick. I mean, it was pretty obvious. It would either be a corner or a free kick because he is literally pulling Kvaratskhelia down to the floor, Alan there. But, yep, definitely not happy about this one, Alan. There is only 6 minutes left for PSG to score a equaliser in normal time. And Alan's still very frustrated about this being a free kick here. I mean, if they score, he's basically cost them a win here, Botta. And now Vitinha crossing in, and it just hits the wall out for a corner. Vitinha taking the corner. It's going to be a long corner coming in. There is a short option too. Luis Enrique just hoping that he can get something into the goal here. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be taking the long corner option. Kvaratskhelia crossing in, and it just deflects out wide. This is going to be another corner for Paris Saint-Germain. And it's going to be... It's going to be PSG taking that, and it's out for a PSG throw-in, just cleared away by Botafogo. PSG continually just getting set piece after set piece in this little transitionary period. And here is a substitution to be made for Botafogo. It looks like that number 25 will come off for number 28. So that means that Alan will be coming off here for number 28. I think Alan had a little bit of an anger issue there at the end there. Coach doesn't want to risk any sort of cards, you know, so Alan coming off here is for the best of the game. And number 28 will be coming on, which is going to be, of course, Newton, which is a midfielder for Botafogo. Newton from Brazil. He's only 25 years old. Now it's Nuno Mendes. From back to João Neves, over to Vitinha. Vitinha. João Neves now open. João Neves to Vitinha. Vitinha over to Hakimi. Achraf Hakimi back to Beraldo. Now to João Neves. Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz. Now Nuno Mendes. And this is still going to be for PSG, Barcola. Barcola just having some possession. This is Nuno Mendes. Actually gets a cross away somehow. This is Kvaratskhelia in the box, and it's just cleared away by Botafogo. And it's now back to square one for PSG, trying to bring this ball down through the park of the bus. Botafogo set here. This is now Vitinha passing back to João Neves. And now it's Pacho. Fabian Ruiz finding Nuno Mendes on the run there. Just doesn't reach him though. And this is back to Pacho. Vitinha. This is how it's going to be for the whole rest of extra time. I already know it. Where it's just going to be just passing there. That's a poor play actually by Lee Kang in there. He actually just gives the ball away to Botafogo. And there's actually a very bad foul against, who's that? I think that's Vitinha there who gets a bad foul. Lee Kang in, actually, yellow card for Botafogo, and it's going to be a free kick for PSG. That is bad from the new substitute for Botafogo, which, of course, not Newton, but Kiaobano. Technically not new. He came on the 68th minute, but still substitute for Botafogo. Now, this is going to be PSG with the free kick there. It's going to be now João Neves finding Fabian Ruiz. Back to João Neves. And it's going to be now on the side here, Fabian. João Neves. Cross coming in, Hakimi. Back to Vitinha. Vitinha giving a cross there. It just doesn't reach anyone. Pacho, nice little header there to João Neves. Now it's Vitinha again. Extra time now in a second. We're close to it. And this is a chance here. Kvaratskhelia just giving a cross, and it just doesn't go anywhere. This is now Fabian Ruiz. There is a foul, and it's going to be a free kick for PSG just outside of the box here. The Botafogo fans are the Botafogo players are absolutely surrounding the referee. This is going to be a yellow card, 100%. If the referee doesn't get these guys to calm down. Botafogo insanely mad about this one. They're literally all shouting on the bench. The players around the referee. I'm sure there'll be a couple of yellows here any minute. Let's have a look. Is this a foul? No, that's a dive completely. I can see why they're mad. Yeah, Fabian Ruiz diving there. And the Botafogo coach there actually applauding such a humiliating act by Fabian Ruiz there. Renato Paiva. That is a very big dive. But, of course, this is going to give PSG the opportunity to equalise. It looks like this is going to be between Vitinha and Nuno Mendes. Once again, I think Nuno Mendes should take this free kick just because he has that quality to score from them. And from this distance, you know, we've seen it before in Portugal in the Nations League. Finally scored from a similar distance to score the first goal. And it's actually looks like it's going to be between Kvaratskhelia and Vitinha, actually, not, of course, what we were predicting there with Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes just out in the rebound area here in the box. Let's see. Kvaratskhelia most likely going to take this one, it looks like. Can Kvara score the equaliser? Of course, there is only 5 minutes additional time. Kvaratskhelia takes, and that just goes and over. Hits the crossbar, I think, and just scrapes against it. Kvaratskhelia is so close there to scoring the equaliser. And, yeah, definitely Botafogo are lucky that one didn't go in because that one was crazy. I'm also going to skip the timer up to the exact time at the moment as well. Superior player of the match is Igor Jesus. It's his second superior player of the match in 2 games. 2 out of 2 superior player of the matches for the Botafogo player. And we're skipping the timer up to the extra time one just so you guys can see the correct time. I'll put it at 92 and then I'll skip back. And here's a chance for PSG. Barcola just trying to skill down the field, and it's going to be a throw-in for Paris Saint-Germain. Okay. There we go. Exact timer. And back all the way to Fabian Ruiz. Now Vitinha. That free kick probably the best chance for PSG to score, but now they really have to just try and hope that they can break through this complete park the bus now. This is now full. It's not even like before when I was saying there was a little bit of park the bus. Now it's like complete. Everyone's just back in the defense line there. There's about 11 at the back, including the goalkeeper, of course, in goal. And Nuno Mendes gives a cross straight to Victor, and Victor's going to waste as much time as possible here. Out of course, 96 minutes. And that is going to be controlled by Beraldo. Loses it to Jesus there. But it is going to be a goal kick. Donnarumma just taking here. And can PSG equalise? There's no time for another goal, probably. There's no 2-1 here. Definitely it's going to be an equaliser. Or it could be a 2-0, you know. You never know with Botta. They're definitely deadly on the counter-attack, so we can always see if that's the case. But Hakimi now. Hakimi. Cross coming in by Hakimi. It's just headed away by Botta. And João Neves giving a pass back there to Fabian Ruiz and Beraldo now to Hakimi. Hakimi, there is Lee Kang-in open. And Lee is going to be taking this one. Just gives a nice quick throw in there to João Neves. João Neves cross over to Nuno Mendes. And this is now 2 minutes of additional time remaining, basically. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Vitinha. Skills pass. 1. Now back with Vitinha. Cross coming. That's a shot from Vitinha from long range. Just hitting the back netting. Just not the goal there, unfortunately, for Vitinha. Not what we really wanted for PSG, at least. And now it's going to be a goal kick for Victor. This is it. If PSG get possession here, it's going to be the final sort of play. Unless, of course, Botafogo can do something with the ball right now. It looks like they're going to be bringing it to the corner, I would assume. Don't know, maybe they'll try for another. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to be playing around really here as much as possible and bring this to the corner. And, yep, they are. Unless cross coming in there, and Donnarumma's going to catch. Okay, here we go. There's 1 minute and 30 seconds left here. Donnarumma just rolling it out. He's actually coming upfield too with the PSG team. And this is going to be now Vitinha with the ball. Passing out to Hakimi. Final chance of PSG to score the equaliser here. And this is going to be João Neves. Fabian Ruiz. Through ball finding Barcola there. That's a good through ball. And it's just left out. And it's going to be a clearance down the field here for Botafogo. Just cleared the whole way. There's going to be one more chance. I didn't expect that. Donnarumma now in the attacking half. Passing to Fabian Ruiz here. Now it's Barcola. Barcola skills pass 1. And there is a play on. Donnarumma is going to receive that again. And there's another chance. 30 seconds left. Because it's just, as soon as the ball is taken, just it's cleared down to Donnarumma, who's now standing in the attacking half here. So technically, Botafogo, if they really get it, they can actually try and shoot for goal and maybe score a second here to silence PSG completely with 30 seconds left. Now this is Nuno Mendes. Can PSG score the equaliser? Here we go, Nuno Mendes, skill and pass 1. Here's a chance, and that is just passed. And there's going to be a corner kick for PSG. Kang-in just winning the corner there. The final chance of the game here for this corner. There is no more after this. I 100% believe it, unless, of course, the referee adds maybe 30 seconds on for delays. But here we go. Corner by Lee Kang-in. And it comes in. It's a high ball. And it's going to get hit the head of Hakimi. And it's now still with Barcola on the left side here. Passing back to Vitinha. Vitinha to Nuno Mendes. Now to João Neves. Fabian Ruiz. Cross. Cross back. Fabian. This is going to be another play here, and that's going to be, it's done. I don't think there's a goal. There's a goal. It's deflected out, and it's still going to be continued, and that is going to be full-time there. Botafogo win against Paris Saint-Germain. It is 1-0 win for Botafogo, and they have beaten Paris Saint-Germain in this game. I can't believe it. Botafogo are now first in the group, and they're going through. There is no stopping them now. Going through to the round of 16 here. Botafogo have done it. I can't believe it, guys. This is the most insane upset in probably the Club World Cup so far. And who knew that Paris could be defeated by Bota? But they really did a good job. Igor Jesus scoring in the 36th minute. And then, of course, playing Park the Bus football near the end there to just really secure the win. W's to Botafogo fans for also voting up. You voted 44% of you for Bota to win. 50% PSG. And, yeah, there was no chance there. And Bota have done it. It is a win for them. And it's now back to the drawing board for PSG to try and get through. They really need to win their next game now against Seattle because it will secure them in the second place at least. Bota versus Atleti next. So really, that is also pretty much a big game too. Because, you know, if PSG win against Seattle, they'll be on 6. If Atleti wins against Bota, all 3 teams will be on 6 points here, except for Seattle, of course, out with 0. But then it really comes up to goal difference. So this has made a big imbalance in the groups. And you know, we could see really, really, you know, a big battle for goal difference here in this next coming up games for round 3 of the Club World Cup in Group B here. But other than that, guys, I'm going to end it here because I really need to sleep. Thank you so much to all of you who did tune in. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like commentary. W's Botafogo fans for your 1-0 win as well, beating the Paris Giants. Of course, the Champions League winners defeated by a South American club and still no Brazilian club has lost in the Club World Cup. I don't think a South American club has lost, actually, in total. I might be wrong with that, but I don't think a single one has. So, W South American clubs, W Brazilian clubs, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream today, probably at 5 p.m., okay? We'll be doing some Deltarune Chapter 2. Otherwise, W's. Let's go, guys, and see you later.